Yeah, I mean, at least maybe we can see if we can find out an easy thumbnail to do.
Brother, we're live. We are live. After how much?
It's
When
been a long
was?
time.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while. It's been a hot while
Brother, we're
since
back.
we were out here making videos. Honestly,
What
Um,
happened? What happened with the videos?
I don't know. We always have the same situation where we start making the videos, then we stop making the videos for some reason. But thankfully, we're finally back. So
And we will be back for a long period.
we are
of
here
time.
to stay. That's what I want to say. We are here to stay.
Yep.
No, I think this is a great opportunity for us to not only like showcase a little bit of the things that we are doing, but also an opportunity for the two of us to just sort of have a time where we can reflect on the things that we are currently doing, the things that we want to do, and also a time for planning and reflection. So
Absolutely. We're not sure how this whole thing is gonna go.
honestly, we just sat here, we set this whole thing up, and we didn't even think about what the structure of this was gonna be. We were just like, honestly, let's just sit down and talk.
Yeah, we're just missing doing some videos. And I was like, I think it sounds good.
Yeah.
To the Emperor Avengers.
It used to be the Avengers. Now we'll have to figure out
Now
what
we
that's
gotta,
gonna
now
look
we gotta
like.
find a new strategy.
Yeah.
And
But just to give you some context, we have been working, building a software for about 3 months now, maybe 2.5 months.
so yeah,
2 months.
yeah, around like 10 weeks.
Okay, around 10 weeks before we were doing something else. And we started this venture about, 10 weeks ago. And we haven't had time to do anything but that. So this is sort of the break,
Yes.
like this is where we decided that, maybe we wanted to put the things that we were doing out there and decided to finally get back into video making. Is my mic on? Oh yeah, it is.
I think they are. I don't know. Hopefully.
I don't know if these mics are on. If they're not,
It's been like
the
3
audio
months.
quality is gonna be terrible.
Hey, but it's fine.
It's gonna be all right.
So the goal is pretty much document the whole process, right? Just having a good time. And yeah, I mean, we love doing videos.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully you guys can like learn something. We're gonna try to keep it to our ideal client profile. We gotta find a strategy. And I think that's what we're gonna do today probably. That's gonna be pretty useful. Just find a sweet strategy of content creation that can talk to our ideal client profile, but we can also like document the whole process. So eventually we can look back and we're gonna be like, damn, that was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, we think it's hopefully helpful for some of you out there, but it is definitely helpful for both of us to, just reflect. So
Yeah.
hope you can enjoy it.
Actually, I want to reflect. Let's reflect a little bit. Oh my God, we missed the super lights. Look at this.
we did miss it. That was dumb. We spent like 30 minutes working on that, and they were like,
We missed the lights. Now we are back.
"Hey, let's go,
Oh
baby!"
yeah. Now we're back.
Oh.
Okay.
Let me close this really quick because
Brother.
I have this guy just looking at himself. He loves himself so much. I catch him looking at himself in the camera over here on the screen. So I gotta close that down.
Fake news.
Fake news?
Fake news.
No, I don't
All right,
think
brother. I
so.
have a question for you. Before we start like strategizing and like content creation and stuff like that, I want to know how have been the last 4 months, and explain me like in what phase are you right now in the business? I'm just curious because I know for both of us, I've been like, it's been a lot of lessons, but we lost some things. And do you want to break it down for me pretty quick?
Absolutely. So just to give you some context, we started building this software, which basically does lead management, and we are, working with gym owners doing that in that space. And we started about 3 months ago,
Yes.
and we started with a new business partner with whom we parted ways not too long ago, maybe like 2 weeks, maybe
yeah, like
2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Um,
Great guy, if you're there.
Hey, if you're there, it's great to see you.
Yeah.
But I think both of us felt that we had lost sort of our identity and the reason why we started doing business in the first place. and we wanted to get that back because business is not just about making money. At
Yes.
least for the both of us, the reason why we started doing this was because we wanted there to be something more, something that we could not only help people with, but also something that we could have fun with.
Yes.
And we lost the fun.
Yeah.
And we also lost our identity in the process.
And that's why we're back.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're making this video.
And it feels great.
And it feels
I
really
love
good.
it. I love it. I love my studio. Our studio with you. Light number 1, light number 2, 3, 4, 5. We should get more lights. Let's get more lights.
This guy loves lights.
We're gonna get another camera over there, another one over here eventually.
Yeah, keep in mind we literally put this studio together today.
Yes.
Just out of the blue. Let's make a video. Like, okay, cool. We
Let's
just
do
put
it.
it together. So if it doesn't look fantastic, we apologize. We'll make it better next time, but we
Yes.
think it's pretty okay. But yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty good summary of the last few months. I think there were so many different lessons that we learned from each other and also
Yeah.
from our business, ex-business partner. I think the biggest thing is that, you know, doing business is fantastic, it's phenomenal, it's great, but you have to do it with people who align with the vision
Yeah.
that you have for the business.
Yes.
If there is some variations on things, there is some misunderstandings that, you know, it kind of kills the fun.
Yes.
Yeah, even though we did have a lot of good times, there were some times where it felt like we were a little bit lost. So that's the reason why we decided to part ways. But I think there were so many different lessons that came from that. And I mean, working together was incredible anyway. So
Yeah, I think you nailed it when you said it's not that much about helping people or making the money. There's no, like, what's the reason if I'm not being happy, if I'm not
Right.
having a great time? You
yeah,
know?
I'd
Because-
rather just get a job.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Like otherwise, like, I don't know for me, for you, but for me I was sleeping like shit. I was pretty stressed, and it wasn't like fulfilling me anymore. You know,
Mhm.
I was waking up in the mornings like, oh shit, I need to do this crap anymore.
Yeah.
Instead of just setting up a studio and having some fun. You know?
Yeah, and keep in mind, like, when we're talking about fun, 90% of the business is not fun.
Yes.
It's literally sitting down on a computer, working to fix a little problem that really is not that big of a difference, but that needs to be fixed, or, you know, just sitting cold calling for a few hours,
Yes.
like every single day, or, you know, having discussions and conversations and arguments about things and the direction of the business. So it's not just like a butterfly effect type of thing that we're talking about here.
Yes.
But regardless of how hard it is, we always look back at it and be like, honestly,
That was pretty cool.
that was awesome. Like, but we had lost that where, yes, we were having the same kind of conversations, but there wasn't a single time where we were looking back and be like, oh, you know, we had that moment where we disagreed, but look, it's great. It was always sort of a time of struggle. So keep that in mind. Like, you know, business is not always like just, oh, I'm having so much fun, but there needs to be some of that, or at least something that fulfills you, so that you have the motivation and the drive to continue to want to do that, you know?
Yeah, I would say for me, I got 2 lessons that are gonna stick with me for pretty much my whole life. Number 1 is that when we, pretty much, can we say the name, or should we just?
I would rather not.
Okay. When we started with our co-founder, we just jumped right ahead, right? And we were like, okay, let's do it together. We put it together into the company. That was a big mistake. We should have keep it as different companies, see how the chemistry between us was. And once something's working, okay, let's think about putting it together. And I think if anyone's there, like, take it slow. Like, sometimes we were like rushing things and stuff like that. And I feel always like taking a step back, thinking through stuff is way better. Because otherwise, like, I don't know. We were lucky that we didn't like sign papers or stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
it was. We were like, it's just things get messy, and you have to. I think when you are even like outside of business, like when you want to, with friends or you know, girlfriends, when you want to make a commitment that is, you know, beyond what you currently have, that requires you to like sort of put more skin in the game. Do a little trial first
Yeah.
to see how those things work.
Yeah.
For example, if you wanna before you get married, maybe you should live together for a
Live
few
together.
months to make sure see if you don't fucking hate each other.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, like we had some really really good times with our co-founder. It was like
It was
great.
phenomenal.
Yeah, like
It
it
was
was.
best 4 months probably of my life. There
Yeah,
were so many lessons.
so many
and-
different lessons, but at the end of the day, came down to the fact that it
People,
just
yeah.
yeah, like it just sometimes people don't work well together, and that's okay. Like you can still be friends, and you can still
Yes.
um, get some really good things from it, but maybe the chemistry is not there. So
Yes. And I feel the second one for me is the fact that has to be fulfilling. I feel like before I was putting so much, like we gotta make this business work, and we just left all that part. And if it's not fun, like we already talked like otherwise I just get a job. Like honestly, it's like
yeah, yeah, it it seems like there was so much that came all at once
Yes.
that you didn't have time to breathe,
yeah,
and it felt like like personally I felt like I was suffocating. So like in business sometimes you will feel that way, but at least you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you know that that's okay. Like it's okay, I'm
Yes.
gonna get through this. But I couldn't see that, and I think that's the reason why I think you started with like saying that you didn't feel like you wanted to continue forward with our partnership, and I said, look, I feel like there's something there, and I felt a similar thing, and yeah, we decided to step back and just break away, and I think it was a good decision. Um, but I think the lessons that came from it were some of the best lessons of my life, pretty much. So
Yeah.
I'm grateful regardless.
I'm like for me, my like probably next month goal, like obviously I want to make money, I want to get clients and stuff like that. But number one is I want to reconnect with the passion of business. I feel that's like step number one. I don't know for you, but
Why do you feel like you've lost that? Because I
Um,
remember when we started doing our thing, we've always been very passionate. What
Yeah.
happened that makes you feel that way?
I'm not sure. The thing is like, well, I've done business with Wilbur for a while. We're doing websites, stuff like that, and it was pretty easy. It was always simple. We never had communication issues and stuff like that. And then we started working with our with other co-founder. It was awesome. There were so many lessons,
Yeah.
but there were so many stuff that I personally never experienced in my life, like working with you,
Yeah.
and they were a pain in the butt. And I was like, it was draining. It was really difficult. And like honestly, I don't think business has to be difficult. I feel business has to be pretty fucking simple.
Yeah. I think simplicity.
Yeah.
Simplicity in business is definitely
Yeah.
the absolute biggest thing to aim for.
Yes.
Like as soon as things get complicated, it no longer feels like you are making progress or that you are like going toward a particular goal that you've set. It feels more like you are in a how do you say this, remolino,
Like a tornado.
a tornado, and you cannot see the end of it. You're over there just getting sucked in, and business doesn't need to be that way.
It shouldn't be that way.
Yeah, like it's so simple. Like things that are like, okay, first we got to do this, then this, and this, and it's that. It's like very simple. But there were so many different things that were like,
Yeah.
okay, why?
And there was one time that was like, dude, we don't have any clients, and we having like it's a fucking tornado. How the heck we're gonna make this work? If right now we're a tornado, there's no clients. If we get one client, two clients, it's gonna be like explode.
Right.
And I was like, I just prefer my side move on my own, like with you or whatever, and take it slow and make sure like the foundations are well. Like,
Yeah.
worst case scenario, it takes a little bit longer, but long term, like
Yeah, well, long term it works.
yeah,
It works better, and I think that's like one big lesson in business as well. That yes, you do want to move quickly, and you want to move assertively, and you want to make decisions, but sometimes going slower it's better because it creates the foundation for you to have long-term success
yes,
and not just quick wins. Because guess what? Like getting clients, we could get more clients than what we currently have right now. But we know if we don't put together the foundations that we need to be able to maintain that over a long period of time, that we are gonna get drained and we're not gonna be successful.
Yes.
But if we do that now, that we don't have that many responsibilities, then when that time comes, we are better prepared to actually take care of those clients better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like another lesson I just like came up with is, well, you mentioned this one, is business is people.
Yes.
And going back to there wasn't chemistry and business is just people. And how Mr. Grant put it at that time, it was like the business is just a vehicle to achieve the goals or something like that.
Right, right. So the business is like a vehicle to achieve a goal, and the goal is like becoming a better version of you.
Yeah.
Like business itself is like whatever, but
Yeah.
who you become because of it, that's the ultimate goal. Like that's where you want to drive. Like yeah, of course you want to make money, you want to create great relationships, but ultimately that all leads back to the same thing, like
Yes.
who you become because of it. And if you become a bad person or stressed or anxious or all of these things because of what you are doing, then you have to do a little bit of self-analysis
Yeah.
and maybe do something else because it
May-
should not be that way.
Maybe get another vehicle, maybe drive another way. Who knows?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's a beautiful quote.
Yeah.
Like, a business is a vehicle to get you to the best version of yourself. And if it's not doing that and it's actually driving you backwards to becoming worse, then maybe you should try a different vehicle or you should drive with different people.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely. All right. Do you want to go to like building up the strategy for the content creation?
Absolutely. I don't know if you've noticed, but we didn't prepare a lot of things for this video. We just literally sat down here and we are spitting out whatever comes to mind.
We prepare the lights. We prepare these ones.
Oh, we prepared. We put the lights together. That was it.
All right, let's do it. So let me share the screen pretty quick so that people can see it. This is something I wanted to go with you. I was just asking ChatGPT, honestly, and yeah, whatever. So this is first the strategy for the lives. I feel like this is how I will address. We can like now talk it, but I would say I would like to document the whole process, and I will try to aim for one thing. And I think we failed on this one before. I don't think we're being authentic back then, and I will try to be the most authentic YouTube channel of all of them. So literally being like, dude, we don't have any fucking clients, and that's fine.
Yeah, I think authenticity is key. Yes.
Yeah, like especially now that like with all AI and AI generated video and stuff like that, I feel that's what's gonna make the difference. And I feel if we aim for that, we're gonna create these connections with people, and that's what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Awesome. Same thing. I put be ourselves, not pretending.
Right.
And another one is
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you can tell just by the way that we dress that we are absolute opposites.
yeah, that is true. That is true.
Literally, this is me. This is this guy
is
right
me.
here.
This is me. Yeah.
He's got the Miami style. I got I'm the serious one in the business. I don't know if you've noticed. He just comes up with some crap from time to time.
True story. True story. And well, I have another one. I think we should come up with a consistent time and day to actually do this, like founders night or whatever. When you think is the best time? I was thinking either Thursday or Friday or something like that. So like finish the week or something.
I have to think about it, but I feel like we could do 2 lives per week.
2 lives per week.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do one like on Monday and finish on like Friday.
Yeah, because I feel like it's. I think it doesn't take that much for us to just like sit down and talk.
No, it's pretty easy. Yeah.
So I feel like we should do 2, or at least aim for 2, and the minimum should be 1 per week.
I propose the following. I think it's good that we're gonna both like have more like independent also, because I think I'm gonna have my channel, you're gonna have your channel.
Right.
Okay. I think we should aim to do 2 lives together.
Right.
But the requirement is at least 1 live per week, maybe like on Thursday or Friday. And the other one is like, oh, do we fill it? Okay, cool. Otherwise, I'm gonna do it alone, or you're gonna do it alone.
Right. I think that's good.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with the times pretty quick. We can just review this later though. So you go on Friday with like the one we gotta do.
Yeah, we'll go Friday. I feel like Friday. By the way, we don't do nothing else besides business. So
We go to the gym.
it's gym, then business, and sometimes we cook.
Dude, we're gonna do some empanadas.
Well, we should do that this weekend.
Let's do it.
I am not kidding.
Oh, and I have a good idea for one live.
Wait a second. So when we say let's do our Friday night end of the week, this is our fun right here.
This is our
This is
this is our Friday night.
what most people would consider like I want to go out to a restaurant, eat some food, potentially get some drinks. This is our thing. This is our Friday night, making a video, making lives.
I love it. Love it. Okay. Should we like choose a time? So we're
What
both
was the
ready?
idea? You said you had an idea for a live?
Oh yeah. For Halloween, we're gonna buy some pumpkins. And we're gonna make the. Let's do it. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, didn't I just tell you that his whole thing is just coming up with some crap? I was not kidding.
It's gonna be
This-
fun.
It was
We're gonna write OneXscale.
It was a true story. It was a true story.
Okay. Friday night.
Do it.
Let's do it. And the other one, let's do Monday. Monday or Tuesday.
It's okay. I mean, we can see like how we.
Yeah. But this one's gonna be like the requirement, and this one is like maybe. Sounds good.
Yeah, like let's talk through it and we can refill it up later, so it doesn't take too long.
Absolutely. Then we got the. There's another one. I feel like we should keep the audience updated on how the business is moving. So it's
We can do like little shorts and stuff like that. Put them up there.
yeah. AKA is like we just document the whole process. Like guys, we call it for a week. No fucking results. We just talk, whatever.
Right.
Just documenting the whole process. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I like it.
Cool. Then we got also, I was thinking about the ideal client profile we're speaking to, and we got to talk to the gym owners, right?
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like there's a difference there as well because, yes, I think it would be good. Like it would be more beneficial, likely, very likely to speak to our, but it's gonna be very difficult with what we do because
Yes.
a lot of what we do is very technical,
yes.
and that's probably like 90% of our time is literally either talking or doing technical things. At least now, because we're still in that phase. I don't know that that's gonna be the most appealing kind of content for a gym owner. So you might be talking to like more
Yeah.
entrepreneurs or like younger.
ChatGPT came up with a really good one, and because I was having this trouble, like I was thinking like, okay, how can we link what we do with actually gym owners? And this is why they came up. It was like, okay, every week when you go live, you show, which is what you're building this week, update on the business with authenticity. Pretty much, like we actually do it. No fucking clients, or we get 10 clients, we fucked up with one. That's fine. Then we reflect.
We've fucked up with a lot of clients,
With a
by
lot
the
of
way.
clients,
We
yeah.
fucked up with at least 10. No, not 10. More like 1, 2, 6.
Yep,
We were just dumb.
we're just done.
Just moving too quickly. Like sometimes you just move too quickly.
Then so we pretty much we show the progress, then we reflect, and if what worked or didn't, the lessons, the struggles, the stories, we just tell those stuff, right? And then here's the last one, then we teach. And I like this one. It's like, okay, at the end we link what we talked before, so the progress and the lessons and stuff like that, and we link it back to the gym owner, right?
Right.
So it's like, from what we just talked, how can we provide value to these guys? I thought it was
Right.
good.
I feel like with
Because
that,
they're still gym owners.
Right.
They're business owners. So I feel
Right.
they would get some value.
with that, I'd love to get. I think what would be really good is to put out like from the loan video to take like, for example, like when you're teaching, right?
Yeah.
Like cutting that part and put it as a separate video
Yeah.
because. You know,
That's a good one. We can break down the overall life and videos.
right.
That's really good. Okay. And there's the last one pretty much, which is, well, pretty much everything that resolves around your weekly life, That's your source of truth. 145 minutes conversation that fuels a week worth of content across all platforms, right?
Right.
So it's pretty much okay. We're having the weekly live. We can have it once per week, twice per week. Then we're gonna put it to Opus Clip. We'll get the shorts.
Right.
So we got content for the whole week. It's pretty fucking simple. Same thing over here. The mini lessons is what you said pretty much. It's just putting actually the more long form videos and putting those as
I
videos.
like that. Yeah.
And we gotta do that, and that way we put out also videos. I think this is one thing we could do also, which is the behind the scenes.
I like that. I like that.
Just pretty simple, just showing stuff, uploading to Instagram or YouTube story, whatever.
I like that.
And this is a good one. It also came up. It's like for when we start like getting like more like traction or whatever. It's like just create a super simple automation where you just take the transcript of the live, you put it together, you tell them that they're your ideal client profile, and it sends an email based on what you talk with the lessons, and you just send it to them.
Right. Yeah.
I think that'll be sweet.
Yeah.
Does that make
I
sense?
like it. Yeah, I like it. I think they're all great ideas. I think we were aiming for something like that before
Yeah.
with the emails,
Yeah.
that we were capturing the viewers' email addresses. So I think it's great to continue that going forward.
Yeah, I feel if we do that, so we pretty much like sit down, we talk, we show the progress, then we just tell the stories. Hey, I was calling this guy, told me to fucking fuck off, stuff like that.
Well, one lady told Vicente one day, what did she say?
It was tax season, and well, I was just getting companies out of Google Maps. I was searching consultants. I
Right.
wasn't qualifying the leads or like they were so unqualified leads. That's fine. And I ended up calling a tax consultant in the middle of the tax season, and I was like, "Hello," he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" Well, I noticed you don't have a website, and what are you calling me? I'm in the middle of the taxes. How you dare to call me? I was like, sorry, I was trying to help. And yeah, she was like, dude, fuck off. And I was like, and she hung up on me. Dude, and I was like, fuck.
That's good stories though.
Yeah. And I think if we do that, it's gonna be pretty sweet. And what's gonna be the next week looking like?
I think for the next week is we should get back to testing, and we should actually do. Before we were testing, but we were testing directly inside of the software.
Yeah.
We should test it from the SAP perspective of the client to make sure that everything is rendering well. Because sometimes the softwares, when we're testing inside of there, everything seems pretty smooth.
Yeah.
But when we do it with a client facing, like for example, calling when we call with our AI voice via the phone, it doesn't perform or do the same things that it does inside of the software.
Yes.
So I think that my priority is to test,
Okay.
iterate, because I know there are going to be some things that are going to come up. So
Yes.
test, iterate, retest, and then as we test, I think we should start calling
Calling you.
to get our first clients,
Yes.
because we had some clients before, but we've had to let all of them go because of the same problem. Like first, either we didn't necessarily think in the future. So before we were working with like Anytime Fitnesses, but we didn't consider the things that were gonna come from it. And
Yes.
a lot of things came from it. Like they didn't give us access to anything. They didn't give us access to their APIs, like all of these things that we need to build our system. And we couldn't work with them.
Yes.
And we have to make sure that first we're reaching out to the right people, and that we're building a good pipeline to call so that we're not wasting our time.
Yes.
But I feel like those are my two main priorities: is
Yeah.
testing and calling.
Testing, calling. Yeah, I was gonna say same thing for me. Yeah, we gotta test. We gotta finish the system, but I will probably test for the rest of the day today,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow, and tomorrow we can probably start thinking about cold calling
Right,
because tomorrow is Thursday, right?
right.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be sweet though.
Yeah.
What's your strategy for getting clients? Because as people watching, Wilber's gonna take the sales calls, and I mean that's like okay. Do you want to explain the distribution, distribution of roles and stuff like that?
Yeah. So, so right now, because our other co-founder, he was the one that did most of the client acquisition.
Yeah.
So we have to sort of restructure our roles. So we will both be doing cold calling.
Yeah.
For now, I have to like retrain my brain with the sales script that we used to have, which was really really good. It did really well in the past
Yeah.
when we were working with consultants. So I had to get that back in my mind. Meanwhile, you're gonna start calling.
Yeah.
As soon as I get that script in my mind, I'm gonna start calling as well. So we'll both be doing that. And I think the best strategy to do it is we have a quota for how many meetings we have to book
Yeah.
for a particular week. And if it takes you 2 days to do that,
That's good.
then you are good for the week, unless you want to continue. But if it takes you 10 hours a day to do that, then you gotta do what you gotta do to make
Yeah.
sure that you meet that quota. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be paying for dinner. It's a very expensive dinner.
Let's go get some of the crab and the lobster. We got that already.
Yeah, some crab and lobster. You're gonna have to pay for the lobster.
We should go. There was another place. They got breakfast, $10. It was phenomenal. Waffles and like eggs, and then for lunch. I think we got some. Dude, it was so good. I'm gonna send you a picture.
I'm starving, by the way.
I'm hungry too.
We should eat some of your pasta, dude. Give me some of your pasta.
Nah.
Anyway, so keep going. Yes, this is how we are in real life.
Good.
This is literally what we are in real life. So it's no bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you nailed it. You can, Wilbur's he's a better communicator. Well, he's a phenomenal communicator.
I do okay. Don't listen to this guy too much.
So he's gonna take the sales calls. I used to take them at one point. But this is, you can tell the story about the guy crying in the middle.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So listen to this. Right. So we were building websites for people, and Vicente was doing both the cold calling and he was taking the sales calls because I was the one building the sites, right? So he gets this guy in a call, and I said, okay, let me be in the call, just to.
But first, I was like, I got the meeting, and I was like, brother, I got a meeting. We need a website for when? Like in 3 hours. And so
this bastard always puts me in this position. It's like, we need to build a website for this guy. I told him we had already built one in 2 or 3. So I had to basically like put myself together to create a brand new website in like a few hours. So.
Yeah, and then I sent him the link of the Google map of his business. And it was, what was it? It was like
the guy was selling juice.
like in the street.
On the street, something, I don't know. But then it turns out that I built this website in like 3 hours. I left all my other responsibilities, right? Then it turns out that he does something completely different. So the website I just built is garbage. It doesn't work. It was made for juice selling. Anyways.
And then I started to take the sales call. It got pretty weird because the guy was like he wasn't gonna sell. He was just there for it was weird. But at one point, it was like, okay, the sales call got pretty awkward. I lost complete control of it.
I don't know what this guy was doing.
And this guy was like, okay, let's show them the website. And he started to show the website, and our friend starts to cry.
Yeah, I made a video. It was emotional. He started crying. While this was going on, this guy right here just has zero sort of awareness, situational awareness. He starts laughing, just like this, exactly like this right here. The guy's crying. I'm trying to show the website, and I have this bastard right here, laughing just like this next to me. The guy's crying. He's clearly emotional, you know. So I take control of the sales call, and it ended up going really well.
It went really well. Yeah.
So from there on, it was like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I started selling out.
It was like, okay, brother, you did great. And Wilbur's also better with people. He's better creating relationships and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, just take it. Like,
yeah, I just like a quick note. I do not like like talking to people very much, but I do what I gotta do. So that's the story.
And
And
that's
then
yeah,
yeah, then we had like some other sales calls. I took them.
they
They
were
went
pretty
incredibly.
good. We still have
So
we used to have problems. I don't know anymore. We gotta see. We used to have problems to close the people at the time because we
yeah,
were dumb.
right. Because I think we were
We were dumb.
yeah, like when you have somebody, you are like, for example, we had two clients. It was Alfonso and then the politician.
Yeah.
They were both really excited with what we were building. They were both like clearly into it, but we let them like, oh yeah, why don't we decide tomorrow? Like no, 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 no. And we said, oh yeah, yeah, 100%. And then they get cold feet, then they never like other things take priority,
Yeah.
and then they never come back. Now it's gotta be like, hey, look, let me lock you in. What's your credit card number?
that's true.
What card do you want to put that in? Right away. Even if you're not gonna charge them yet, you're doing some kind of free trial. Always, always, always close them on the call.
Yes.
Like try your very best,
Yeah.
because otherwise it's a very good chance that it's gonna be gone.
Absolutely. So Wilber's gonna take the sales calls. As he said, we both are gonna be doing cold calling. I like the idea. I really like the idea of like, okay, the quote is like 2 meetings per a week or something, like 2 or 3
Right.
weeks, and that's like I feel it's gonna force us to like somehow like I don't know, like I feel you are gonna do the stuff pretty different on how I'm gonna do the outreach, and that's
Really.
good.
Yeah.
And I feel then we can like talk it together and get the best version of
Right.
both. I think it's
Right.
gonna be awesome. I think for me, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do cold call.
Mm.
One thing I'm not now, but probably I'm gonna be thinking in the future. Are you ready?
I don't like these.
Are you
I don't,
ready?
I don't like
Are you
these. I don't
ready?
like these. Like, are you ready? Type scenarios.
think-
They're always like things that are like 20 years in the future. Go ahead, tell me.
No, but this is like for a month, for 1 month. We look a client, right? We cover all the costs. We're good. We're making money, and I think one really good way that we can do phenomenal, it's gonna be ads, because I feel we had a phenomenal offer, and it's a non-brainer the offer we got right now, and it's gonna like allow us to target like specifically the ideal client profile we have, and we don't have to spend much. I feel that'll be good.
I'm on board 100%. I
Yeah.
think we should definitely do that. I think it's much better because the avenue that we've always used for client acquisition has always been, except for like a long time ago when we were in university that we ran ads.
Yeah.
But since we started like doing what we do now, it's always been cold
Yeah.
client acquisition, cold calling,
Yeah. Cold
cold
calling,
DMing,
content creation.
some content creation. In content creation, it doesn't pay off right away. It's like a long-term game.
Yeah.
Like we've never done well at the long-term game when it comes to content.
Yeah.
It's been good with other avenues, but content is something that we've struggled with.
Yeah.
So I do think that replacing that with ads, or at least pairing them well together,
Yeah,
it's
I
a
feel we can
no-brainer.
experiment. I mean, worst case scenario, we just lose a few bucks and that's fine.
Yeah, 100%.
And
Yeah,
feel
I think we'll get creative with it.
yeah, absolutely. And I think we're gonna crush it. And so yeah, we both are gonna be doing cold calling. The quote, I'm down for like 2 or 3 per week,
Yep.
meetings per week. I
Yep.
think that makes
It has
sense.
to be at least 2, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, I feel also one thing I'm gonna try is probably also like walk into the gyms and stuff like that. Like especially for me, probably Latin gyms and stuff like that.
Latin American.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I feel like you can build a connection so easily with the guys.
Right. I think the only thing is that you have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have an issue with the time that you're spending
Yeah,
to the
like going to the place. and-
right. So you're spending like time to the like price ratio that you're like
Yeah.
not price ratio, the return, the ROI that you're gonna get from doing that.
Yeah.
So we gotta make sure that that's that makes sense. Like for instance, if it takes you 3 hours to get one meeting over cold call,
Yeah.
but it takes you an hour to go to this place, maybe you don't make that connection, and then it takes you another,
Yeah.
and it takes you a whole day to like make one good connection. Then does it make sense? Probably not.
You
But
know-
I think right now it's a good.
I think it's a good way to try it out, especially for like gyms that are some. I was searching. There are a ton of gyms. Like,
I don't know. There's
Like
it's a
there are
crowded space.
CrossFits, there are boxing gyms, all that
Right.
crap, and we can take all those gyms.
Right.
And I think we can give it a shot. And I think also one good thing we can do is for the cold calling, we can somehow recycle them if you cold call, for example, and you were like, this is a good lead. I just fucked up or whatever, just send it to me. Because I'm a different person. I can try it again to try to close them.
Right, 100%.
Otherwise, I'm just like letting them go or whatever.
100%. Yeah, I think this turn, before we were going after like pretty unqualified leads as well.
Yeah.
So this time we're going to do a better job of making sure that our pipeline that we're building and our automations for building that they are getting the right leads.
How are we gonna get the right leads?
I think the best way is to make sure that they are running ads.
Yeah.
And that there's a threshold for like how many leads they're getting. And if they're below that threshold, then we shouldn't waste our time. Yeah. I think it's good to look at, like, for instance, Google Ads, Facebook, or Meta Ads, and other avenues as well.
Yeah.
So that we know for a fact that they are running ads, and it's very likely that they are having the lead management issue that we are currently trying to solve.
And we are just gonna be like old school, going to Meta Ads or whatever, see which gyms are running ads, we just write it down.
Right.
But yeah, I like that, and we just build up a big ass list. We start calling.
Right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, because before it's always been like we're scrape, but it's very likely that like 1 out of 3 gyms, they're not even running ads.
Yeah.
So it's, you're spending that time calling them and having the conversations when they're not even like qualified for what you are trying to go after. So it's probably better to spend that time upfront building the pipeline than it is to, like spend it just calling randomly.
Yeah. Do we have anything else to talk? That was fun.
I think I'm starving. I need to grab something to eat like now, otherwise I'm gonna faint.
Too.
But
that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think like quick summary. I feel like, it's been we've been, doing business for about 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. Yeah.
We've tried like a lot of different things. We've tried drop shipping. We both invest in the stocks market. I mean, I know that's not necessarily business, but we've done really well doing that. But we've always been strong about other avenues of making money, and that's like business and helping people for us.
Yeah.
So we've tried like 6 or 7 different business models. Some of them have gone well, some of them have been horrible. And now we've landed where we are now, which is by far the best thing we've ever come up with.
Yeah.
And so far it has been going well. We've had our struggles. We just parted ways with one of our co-founders, which was really difficult. But hell, we're here. We're trying to find our identity, who we are.
We're alive.
We're alive, and hopefully you can get something positive and good from these videos.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if there is a gym owner watching this, independent gym, CrossFit, whoever it is, we can help you guys. How we can help you guys? Frame it for me.
So I don't know. From before, you've probably already know that I gotta get these guys English up to the to the standard. So if you're a gym owner out there, look, and you're running ads, we built a software that basically does the full lead management for you from the time that a person submits a form online all the way until they show up. And if they don't show up, we continue the relentless follow-up to make sure that we get the most out of every lead. So, I mean, we've done a lot of studies on this, or have looked at a lot of studies on this, which is like a lot of gym owners are spending a lot of money running ads, but they're not putting any effort or money into actually managing those leads that come from the ads. So what's the purpose of getting leads when you're not actually going to follow up? So a lot of gym owners are paying $50, $60 per lead, but they're not willing to spend an extra $20, $30, $40 to actually follow up with that lead.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of money that is getting wasted because of the lack of follow-up, and good follow-up at best. So we've built a software that basically fixes that problem for you. You don't have to do anything. We do it all for you. And yeah, if we don't get results, you don't pay. That's how
Yeah,
it works.
you only pay for verified walk-ins in, and that's it. And actually, the 10 free people actually walk into your gym are on us.
Yeah, so the first 10 people, 10 leads that come in, we give for free. So
Yep.
that's what we do. And yeah, we're hopefully going to be dropping some good content that is going to be helpful for entrepreneurs, but we'll try to make it more gym specific.
Yeah.
And yeah, hopefully you can find some value from it.
That was fun. That was
That
fun.
was fun, actually.
But I'm a little bit tired now.
I'm hungry.
All right.